sometimes you may have a pileup, especially on the highway, where you hit from the behind, and then that forces you to hit the car in front of you, right? So
Sure.
what happens then with the whole liability and negligence question? Who gets what? It gets a little messy, right?
It absolutely does, and insurance companies try to take advantage of injury victims by trying to confuse who hit who first. So let's just keep it as simple as we can. Let's say there's a 3-car chain reaction, okay?
Right.
So car number 1 in front stops, car number 2 stops, and then the third car to the rear hits number 2, and which was stopped, by the way, and then pushes number 2 into number 1. So in that scenario, the car to the very rear would be completely responsible for the damage to the 2 vehicles ahead of it, because both the front vehicles stopped, and then the third vehicle to the rear was fully at fault for hitting the car immediately in front of it and then pushing it into the other vehicle. Now, the car in the middle is going to have damage to the rear and the front, and then the first car is going to have just damage to the rear, as is the original striking car. But in addition, both people or whoever's in the 2 vehicles to the front could also have injury claims, and those injury claims would be directed at the vehicle number 3, the one that caused the accident. It can get complicated, because usually they're kind of bang bang. They happen fast, and
right, of course,
traffic's coming to a stop, and it might be confusing to maybe car number 1, because they're probably not looking in the rearview mirror. They may not know, okay, did the car right behind me hit me, or there was a car behind them? And then insurance companies, and we like to ask too, is, well, how many impacts did you feel? If car number 1 felt just 1 impact, then most likely the car to the very rear that hit the car in the middle, pushed it into that car, would be an impact. They would feel 1. But let's say, for instance, car number 1 is stopped, car number 2 hits them, and then car number 3 hits them and pushes them into the car number 1 for a second time. The front vehicle would have felt 2 impacts. Okay, that is, it got hit from behind twice. Okay, and that would be an indication that maybe the middle car, not necessarily always, but it's pretty standard, that means that the car in the middle hit the first car first and then got hit from behind and was pushed into it a second time. So it does get complicated. And that's why we want to know as much as possible from all of the drivers about what they experienced in the accident.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say that any accident is very fact specific and could get complicated, but especially in a car pileup. And like you said, insurance companies, they try to muddy the water. They try to confuse maybe witnesses, and their job is, of course, not to pay. So they're going to use any instrument they have in their arsenal, any weapon, not to sue. And that's why you need a experienced, seasoned car accident attorney like yourself, Kevin, who's able to answer back insurance companies and fight with them and get maximum compensation for your clients. And this is why we bring you to the show, to educate the public. And of course, what we do here is just general knowledge that we provide. If anybody has any specific questions on their particular accident, and by the way, you do personal injury, you don't do just car accidents, you also do slip and falls, and we'll get into that in our next video as well. We encourage anybody in the state of Ohio that had any kind of personal injury claim, incident, to contact Kevin Attkisson. The phone number is on the bottom of the screen. And Kevin, is the consultation free?
Absolutely, it is free, and we invite people to call. I love talking to people and helping people, and if you've been hurt in an accident, give me a call.
Yeah, and give a call and be transparent. Think of your attorney, Kevin, as a doctor. You have to disclose everything. Don't be shy. Don't exhibit bravado that I was not hurt. If you were hurt, you have to state it.
And get treatment.
Right, Kevin?
See a doctor. Go to the hospital. If you need medical treatment, make sure you seek that out.
Exactly. Okay, Kevin, thank you so much. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. We're going to talk about slip and falls in the state of Ohio. I appreciate it.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.